Thailand, home to lush rice fields, dense forests, and towering mountains, the horizon unfolds like a sanctuary of tranquility and beauty. The culture is as vibrant as the terrain. Vivid colors decorate the generous nationals like a painting. It is hard to believe that hidden behind the vibrant scenes and lush hills veils a secret that is embedded in over 1,000 years of poverty and inequality, and one that bonds over 1.5 million men, women, and children. Slavery. The process of trafficking in Thailand is one rooted in a system of tradition. Traffickers prowl northern communities seeking the vulnerable, the orphans, the young, the hungry, the abused, with promises of food, jobs, and opportunity flaunting from their fists. It does not take much convincing. With no understanding of their future, men, women, boys, and girls are sold and bought and transported to the dark rooms of their new concrete homes in Bangkok. Behind the neon lights and booming basses, restaurants and bars, they are enslaved. Bonded by debt, they are sold to clients from all over the world seeking pleasure for the night. A young woman will see anywhere from 5 to 15 clients in one evening being sold for less than the value of an animal. Rape and violence often keep their hinges subdued, and soon their voices become silent. 80,000 women and children are trafficked in Thailand alone. 30% of these victims are less than the age of 18. And 90% of these children are sold into the commercial sex trade. In this realm of the depths, hope is thin as darkness drips with the black of night. But it is here, in this place, where beauty survives, where it remains untouched, pure, dignified. It is here where we find our treasures.
Did you know that the butterfly can flap its wings up to 5 to 12 times a second and about 300 to 700 times in a minute? The freedom in flapping these beautiful wings propels it to fly and flutter through the air effortlessly, gracefully, beautifully. It is an amazing picture of what all God's children deserve. A life with the same freedom that embraces the butterfly. In a lost and often harsh world, unfortunately, this is not always the case. In fact, for some, it is not a possibility at all. Pim's story is too similar to so many others. Growing up in fear of her father, Pim fled the country of Laos with her mother to find a new life in the northern regions of Thailand. Like most refugees, at first, things felt good. Her mother was out of a stormy marriage, and the rain cloud of constant verbal abuse was now open to clear blue skies. But it didn't last long. Only time could unfold the harsh realities of the simple things in life: food, clothing, a roof over their heads. Unable to find work and pay the monthly rent, Peem's mother was left with a desperate decision. At just 9 years of age, a time when little girls dream about the beautiful women they aspire to become, Peem was sold to men during the night. At first, it was just a few, but the lucrative business venture grew when Peem's mother realized how much money could be earned. Enough to pay the month's rent. Enough to put food on the table. Enough to buy that pretty new dress for her little girl. But Peem quickly realized that a dress couldn't hide the ugliness she was feeling inside. Do you know what happens inside the chrysalis? Big, big things. The pupa grows 6 legs, a proboscis, an antenna, and wings form as strength emerges. It wouldn't be long before the caterpillar could burst out of its outer shell, only to emerge free and transformed. It so happens that Daniel and Lacey, founders and leaders of Rescue One Global, were doing risk assessments in the area where they stumbled upon little Peem, a young caterpillar looking for a glimpse of hope, of restoration. She became their first rescue. Released from her darkness, suddenly Peem had been given the chance to dream about what she really wanted. A heart that was truly free. To live again. To be a little girl again. Inside of Peem, big, big changes were happening. Vivid colors were starting to cover the brittle wounds. It wouldn't be long before she would have that chance to live free. Peem had found a home and a love, the unending love of Jesus. She was beginning to learn that her dreams of freedom weren't far from her new reality in the home of refuge. Did you know that after 10 to 15 days, the chrysalis breaks open and a brilliantly colored butterfly emerges? When a butterfly first breaks from the chrysalis, its wings are wet and crinkled. But after about an hour, they are straight, dry, and strong enough for the butterfly to flutter away, to embrace its freedom, its boundless freedom. Peem had found her freedom. As Daniel and Lacey's first rescue, her story would inspire the beginning of many to come. Peem had become determined to help others take flight. Now a leader in the home of refuge, she takes care of the girls that come through its doors just as she did. Peem gets them ready for school in the morning. When they are scared, she sleeps next to them and even shares her bed with them. She helps prepare meals, tutors the ones that need help with their homework, and laughs with them when they could use a smile. And most important of all, she loves them. Really loves them. The kind of love that only can come from someone who is free. Free indeed.